Welcome back to Bella Mas. Well, you're just in time because we'll be talking about men and their interest in things like insects and plants. And of course, as women, sometimes we don't understand why men like certain things or do certain things. But to help us understand this more, we have it's really great to have Dr. Mohd Nazip Suratman, co-editor of Kuala Keniam, Nature's Treasure Trove in the Heartland. Thank you so much for coming on to Bella.
Thank you for having
me. I can see, well, we heard there were your other fellow co-editors were supposed to be here today as well.
Yeah, unfortunately they couldn't make it.
They couldn't make it. But again, you know, I hear there's men who like this as a hobby as well, but not all men do. So how did all four of you, right, got together in collaboration to come up with this book? How did you guys meet and why the passion for insects and plants?
Yeah, four of us, we are passionate in nature, and plant and insect is part of the nature, and they have the very important role in the nature. So the fourth author, editor, Haji Azlan is the head of the photography for this project.
So all of you had different talents come together to obviously come up with this, this book.
And my background is in the forestry, so being a forester always half of my life.
So when did you have this passion? From young, from a small boy, did you like going in the garden and looking at insects already from, did it start from a young age?
When I started my bachelor degree, I joined forestry in UPM, so that's really introduced me to the nature. So now I'm very passionate about it.
So what is the passion? Why are you driven by the passion in, for example, because like I said, there's so many sort of things that men like, and this is one of, no, I don't think many women, are there women who go for this? Or very few?
My colleagues, they love nature as well. And when I started this project, actually because of the career and hobbies, they come together. So it makes things easier for me to perform this task. Yeah,
and of course, you're married?
Yes, I am, yes.
So being always in the forest and your love for all these little, you know, things with many little legs, how's your wife's reaction? Is she very supportive of you with this?
She is, really. She is a main supporter in my life because we went camping very often and we interact with nature.
So she loves it as well?
So she loves it, yeah.
As much as you?
Also, yes.
The kids as well. So I guess if daddy does it, of course the whole family, again, if you like something, then you brought them up in a way.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about the book as well. I mean, I heard this thing is, they also call it the coffee table book. What does that actually mean?
This is the concept that I'd like to introduce, where we document the diversity of flora and fauna in the pictorial forms. So in the coffee table book, we display a lot of photograph pictures, but less captions, so that so people will enjoy and laymen can understand what are the importance of the component of the ecosystem.
Which I heard the coffee table book is really good for conversations. Because it's well, we actually have something on air right now that, can you tell us a bit about, is this Kuala Keniam or we can see on air right now? Tell us a bit, where is Kuala Keniam?
Kuala Keniam, this is where we set up research stations for UiTM. It's set up in 2007. So it is located in Kuala Tahan, in Taman Negara Kuala Tahan. And to get there, it's like 2 hours boat ride upstream via Sungai Tembeling. Yes. Yeah. It's really a place we regard it as a living laboratory for students, for doing research, education, training, and things like that.
So it's a great place for people to go there to experience that nature part of life. And can anyone just go there, or do you need permission? Anyone can go there.
Yeah, we can guide them to go to their research area over there. We set up a plot for trees, for insects, for other fungus, some other creatures over there. It's very nice. Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to take the book because it looks really interesting. As you can see, it's beautiful. Look, the colors. Is that one of the other things that fascinates you? The colors. I mean, insects. I mean, every day sometimes we see an ant on the floor or ants crawling everywhere. And we're like, you know, how do you feel when you see someone push like an ant aside, or when they see a fly? How do you feel?
Insects can be nuisance, and then some of them they are beautiful. Some of them, like captured in the book.
Wow.
You know, people sometimes they don't know that the beautiful part of the insect, and like I said, they have an important role to play.
Look at that, the trees. So this is all in Kuala Keniam.
Yes, it is in Kuala Keniam, in our research stations and the vicinity.
It's beautiful. Well, I guess this is again, like I said, because when we talk about insects, sometimes we think, oh, they're just creatures with lots of tiny legs, and they sometimes come and, wow, so... And how long did the process of this book take? What are these? These are ants, right?
It is,
and
yeah.
Are they eating? Are they actually eating grapes or something? What are they actually eating?
Insects, sometimes they have an interaction with the plants. They can be a symbiosis where both will get the mutual benefits from the host and also the insect. So it takes for us almost 3 years to complete this book. 3 years? Yes.
Because at the same time, the research done together with the photography, how many hours a day would your colleague take to just take pictures? And how long did that take as well?
Actually, there are 2 volumes of the book. This is more on pictorial.
Okay. All right.
So the other book, it is documented the scientific findings from the research. So here
also by all 4 editors.
And the first book is just cover on the pictorials, and then the second book
which is fantastic. So you have 2 books. One that's more for pictures, maybe for someone like me, because when it comes to insects, it's not one of my biggest interests, but definitely looking at that, they are beautiful.
They are,
I mean, butterflies are beautiful. Insects are not just about the small creepy crawlies and the centipedes and all that, right?
So
tell us more, just quickly, where we can actually find these books, where can we buy it, and what's your main objective, and who's your target market for this?
For those interested in getting a copy of the book, they can go to the website www.penerbit.uitm.edu.my.
Nice one. So that's where they can, that's the place they can purchase the book. And who's your target audience for this? Nature lovers?
Both nature lovers, anybody out there, researchers. I think for those interested in studying about nature and conservations of the nature, how to conserve them.
Okay, a fun question for you. Christmas is coming around the corner. Would you say insects are a good gift for Christmas? Would you say? Or it depends?
Beautiful insect.
Beautiful insect. So what would you recommend if women out there want to give their men something different?
Some
beetles.
So
beetles?
Beetles are beautiful. Butterfly, they are beautiful.
Beautiful as well. So thank you so much, Doctor, for coming on to Bella. So as mentioned earlier, you can go to the website and find out how you can obviously buy these wonderful books. One is more pictorial, and of course one is more has much more information in there. Well, Bella will be going for a very short break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come up, we'll find out what men really want for Christmas.